Welcome back, everyone. This is TowMan's here. So I've seen a couple of people in the comments still saying that this won't work. So in this video, I am going to go over what the TLX Phoenix here, Wreck-It, can and can't do. It works on all platforms the same way, and you're going to see that in this video. So the first thing you need to tow anything is a tow truck and something to tow. So let's just hop up into here and we'll go into the trucks and we'll buy one. I've got a lot of mods installed on this save. It doesn't matter. So let's just do an 82 Studios. There is a bunch of customization on this. Feel free to go through it at your own pace whenever you want. Let's just do a brown and a yellow. Make it stand out a little bit. That looks good to me. Let's buy it. Okay, so now we've got the truck and that will be there. Now we need something to tow. So let's just run back over and pick up in-game warrior and buy that. Okay, so now we've got the tow truck and a truck that we're going to tow, but we are still missing a key aspect to this. We need to come over into tools and into miscellaneous. Now this is going to be easier to find if you don't have that many mods installed. But it's right here, TLX Phoenix Wreck-It Attacher. You've got a couple different options on this, short attacher or long attacher. I would always recommend buying both, just so you have them. They're $500 and $800. Does the color cost you anything to change? It does. So realistically, if you're going to be towing something, it's a necessary evil. You need to have these. So I think the biggest thing of what people aren't quite understanding and sometimes why this isn't working is you've got to make sure you can attach this. These are pick-upable. You can grab these with any strength. As you can see, there looks to be a trailer hitch there at the front. We'll hop into this thing and it's not letting us attach because there isn't an actual trailer hitch there. So what we need to do is we need to flip this truck around. And once again, so there's no physical trailer hitch on the front or the back of this on this semi truck. And when I'm talking about trailer hitch, I mean like a ball hitch. Yeah, there's this fifth wheel plate, but we need a ball hitch that actually connects onto this piece here. So let's find a truck that can be towed. So here we've got the man truck. As you can see, there is a ball hitch on the rear with a PTO. So let's just go ahead and buy this truck here. There is a hitch on the front, so let's see if that's an actual functioning hitch. Let's just move this over and hop in, and we'll be able to attach it. So there is a functioning hitch on the front and the rear of this truck, so you can tow it either way. So now that we've got the vehicle that we want to tow set up and prepped, this is what you have to do before you do anything with the tow truck. You need to make sure the vehicle that you want to tow has one of these attached to it. Okay, so I'm going to open up my help window here, and let me just get it so it's got the controller controls showing. There we go. What we need to do first is we need to press X to enable wrecker mechanics. So that will fold down the underreach and bring the strap points up here. So as you can see, we can strap those there, and if we fold those back up, they attach back onto the wheel lift, and you can't physically tow anything in this setup. So if we unfold again, once it unfolds, we'll have a bunch of different groups that we can use. So when you're not pressing any of the buttons here, you can see you can select your tool. We've got control group 1, 2, and 3. So now that we're in control group 3, we can go through the left and right. So the L1 and the right stick up and down controls your up and down motion on the wheel lift. Up and down controls the actual physical up and down, and left and right controls the tilt. If that makes sense. It does for me because I'm a tow truck driver. If not, all you really need to do is get the wheel lift level. R1, you can then extend with the up and down. Extend that all the way out. And there is nothing on your left and right. You hold them both together. On the right stick, left and right, you can raise and lower the boom. And up and down, you can put out your stabilizer legs for recoveries and such. It's more so a gimmick. It's nice that it's there. Will they really do much in the game for you? Probably not. I haven't found a use for it while using this pickup or the wrecker. If you do, that's great. That's awesome. So now that we've got our wheel lift all the way out, let's get the truck hooked up to the wrecker. So we'll fire the truck back up. And we'll back the wheel lift underneath of the truck that we want to tow. I normally try to get the wheel lift on the back side of the tires, but you can't always do that. So now that we've got the wheel lift underneath of it, let's try to suck that in a little bit and pick it up. So you'll probably want to try to keep the wheel lift fairly level with working the tilt and the up and down controls. It will take a little bit of practice to get used to it, but just be nice and gentle with it. And let's see if we can extend this in, if it'll follow us. It's not. So we got to just put the wheel lift back down. We'll hop out of here, and what we'll do is we'll just drive the truck ahead a bit, like the truck that we want to tow. Let's just get it right up nice and close. Let's just put the wheels right on top of the T-bar, just like that, and turn this truck back off. So let's just extend the wheel lift out just past the wheels. Like I said in the previous video, if you can get the actual wheel lift, I'm pointing at my screen and you can't see me pointing. But if you can get this piece here, where my mouse is, behind the wheels, it makes it a lot easier to pick it up and suck the truck in to a spot where you can actually tow. So let's try that right now. Let's try tilting up a little bit and then raising up. The tilt and raise don't work together super well, so it is a little finicky. You just got to make do with what you got. And then we can bring the wheel lift in. And as you can see, we caught on the tires right there. So now that we've got it caught on the tires, we'd be able to bring it in, make it all glitchy. Problem is you can't bring it back out. So what we could do now is we could drive ahead a little bit. It might come off, it might not. Looks like it's stuck there. There we go. So now we've got that truck a little bit more straight behind us. So now what we can do is we can just bring this wheel lift in the tiniest bit, just to get the truck a little bit closer. And now what we can do is bring down the boom. So let's lower the boom down. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get this, where these D-rings are, which is a strap point, to that bar as close as we can get it, right? So if we strap right now, that bar no longer moves, and boom, let's just strap it there, which is pretty well straight, right? So if we hop back into the truck now, and we raise up that boom, the truck comes with us. So now that we've got the truck physically in the air, we can now make our wheel lift look like we're towing the truck, because we're simulating the towing aspect. We're not physically towing it like you would think with a wheel lift. So let's just bring this up a bit and suck that in a little bit more. And what we can do is drop the boom down just a little bit here, just to get the tires to kind of sit on there. So now that we've got that the truck strapped to the hitch that we put on the truck in the first place, it is now affixed to our vehicle. But since that hitch that we attached to the truck in the first place can pivot, the truck can turn and flex, right? So as you saw there, we had the wheel lift up touching the tire, which made it so the truck didn't want to turn as much. So that's something that you want to see. See, we're trying to turn right and the truck's not actually swiveling. So you'll want to get the wheel lift out of the way. So now when we try to turn right, the truck will actually pivot on the hitch. So that's how you pick up a vehicle. And lowering is the exact same. It's technically as easy as just undoing your straps and driving away. If you don't want to do it realistically, by all means do it that way. If not, you can lower it back down, do the same thing in reverse. You can tow the truck the same from the back hitch here. You just got to attach one of these. We'll use this one as an example. We'll pick that up, set it there, we'll hop in the truck and we can attach. So now technically we could tow it from the front or the back, it doesn't matter. So if we hop into the truck itself, we can fill it with fuel, but we can also fill unit 2 with diesel. So as you can see, we can actually hold 1,500 liters of diesel in this truck, which is awesome. So now that we're on group control truck, we hold down the right stick and go up, or down, sorry. We'll open up all the toolbox doors. So we got the toolbox doors open. They've got lights in them. We've got a battery charger and an extension cord, a couple extension cords in that one. Our fuel tank where you'd fill up and get fuel from. Over here we got a toolbox and some oil, cleaning supplies, and a jack and a little light for doing tire changes because everyone loves doing tire changes. So we hop back in here and we close that by holding the opposite direction, so it would be up to close them all, just like that. And now I'm going to show you a couple extra little features with the truck here as well. So I've showed you how to tow trucks, but what about trailers? This isn't something I showed in the previous video, it's something I briefly talked about. So if we back up and we unfold, you always got to unfold the enable wrecker mechanics. We unfold and we back up to the trailer. It shows that we can attach to it. So now that we're attached to it, it took that plate that was sitting up here and attached it to the wheel lift. So we can tow that trailer, which is awesome. We hop back into the truck, we can detach, and it goes back up on the wrecker plate. We can do the same thing with a fifth wheel trailer or a semi-trailer. The nice thing about this truck and wreckers in real life for towing trailers is you have the control of what you want to do with it. So once again, we would have to go and switch back over to the wreck control group. And now we can lift and lower. Just try not to tilt too much because as you can see, it gets a little buggy here, especially if the trailer's full. But you want to do the lift and lower more so than anything. Right now the tilt is all the way down and my height is maxed out. And as you can see, the trailer is sitting at a pretty good level area. We can turn pretty well. We can over jackknife, turn over 90 degrees and still be fine. In Farm Sim, you can jackknife a trailer and still be fine regardless. Don't mind the stuff on the ground there. That was from another test. You can tow these trailers around, do whatever you want with them. Everything's all hunky-dory. And when you say, no, that's it, I don't want to tow it anymore, just go, boom, detach, and drive away. If you want your wheel to fold it up, once again, just hit that fold or disable wrecker mechanics, which is X on the controller. That folds up your wheel lift and away you go. So let's say you're doing a role play scenario where you got to go pick up something that was abandoned or broken down. What you can do is you can put one of the hitches that you need to attach any vehicle you want to tow right there in that box area. And when you hop in, you can attach it and it will ride right there. So what we'll do now is we'll hop in the truck and we'll drive down to that location where a combine is actually broken down on a set of train tracks that we need to pick up and tow to safety. Oh, I forgot there's an actual physical train on this map. So here we are. We got the hitch off of the truck and put it onto the combine. Now what we need to do is get into the truck, unfold the wrecker, and make sure we're on control group 3 for the wrecker. So when you're on the main page, you can press triangle and go through control group 1, 2, and 3. Make sure you're on control group 3. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to back up. What might be easier is to lower the boom right away. Get it down as low as you can go. And then you're going to want to get the wheel lift as close to the ground as possible. Once again, the controls will be a little finicky. Just takes practice. That's all it takes. Practice. Extend that wheel lift out as far as you can. Back up. Back up as tight as you can get it. So now the wheel lift is back there. We're going to try to pick the combine up. As you can see, it's getting pretty glitchy. A little broken. Still broken. So for those people who are saying that it's not working, it might not work with the vehicle you're trying to do. It might not work with the ground you're trying to do it on. But all you need to get is that attached to the wrecker. So let's try a bit different ground. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the combine on a bit of an incline here. So I'm just going to raise the wheel lift up a little bit. We still got our boom all the way down. I'm going to back up as tight as I can get. The wheel lift can phase through the ground a little bit. So now that we've got the combine on a little bit more uneven ground to where the truck is level, we were able to get our straps done. As you can see, we've got a strap to that hitch. So what we want to do is we want to lift the boom up now, which will raise up the back tires of the combine there. And then we'll just want to lift our wheel lift up and out of the way to make it look kind of like we're towing it without it actually touching the vehicle. And we should be able to drive away. So as you can see, the wheel lift is touching that wheel. So what you're going to want to do is just get that right out of the way as best as you can, so it's not touching the wheel. You do not want the wheel lift physically touching the wheel while you're towing something, because it can get a little jerky, a little jittery. It's not something that you want. So as you can see, we are now towing the combine, going down the road. Nothing is rubbing on the front. It is a heavy combine, so we're not going super fast. The wheels are rolling. All you need to do is you got to get that strap attached to that hitch. Yeah, it's clipping through the back of the combine a little bit, but once again, you're towing something in a game that's designed for farming. So the fact that you can do this on all platforms is awesome. As long as you can get over the few small details of like your wheel lift can't touch the physical vehicle itself. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But you're trying to tow in a game of farming. So for that fact, I think it's pretty good. And that's how you tow a combine. Easy enough to drop it, just unstrap. It'll sit there and you can drive away. The main thing is to remember, I think this is where a lot of people are running into issues. The fold and unfold at the beginning, and the group that you're trying to do it on. So the select group 1, 2, and 3. To get fuel out of it, what you need to do is just need to back up to the vehicle that you want to refuel. So back up to the vehicle you want to refuel. Make sure you're on control group truck. Open up the doors, and you should be able to hop into the vehicle that you want to fuel up. And as you can see at the top, refuel, and then you refuel it with fuel. Simple as that. Once again, hop back into the truck. As you can see, the fuel in the truck has gone down by 1 liter. Control group 1 is the vehicle. And then you just close the doors again after that. That's opening the truck door, so it's R1, and up and down closes all the doors, and away you go. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the in-depth look at 82 Studios Wreck-It. Hopefully that has helped you on how to get things to be able to be towable. If you got any other video ideas or suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. I'm always looking for video ideas. Apparently the last one did crazy well. So thank you to all my new subscribers. I'm up to 60 now. When I posted I had like 30, so that's awesome. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for sticking by me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you didn't like the video, there's a button for that too. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You know the spiel. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Toodles! Cheers.